Captain Ibrahim Traoré's rise to power in Burkina Faso is a story of political upheaval, military strategy, and the deep frustrations of a nation grappling with insecurity and instability. His coup, which took place on September 30, 2022, marked the second military takeover in Burkina Faso within a year, underscoring the volatile political climate in the country. Burkina Faso, a landlocked country in West Africa, has been battling a jihadist insurgency for over a decade. The violence, which has displaced millions and claimed thousands of lives, has left much of the country outside government control. The previous junta leader, Lieutenant Colonel Paul-Henri Sandaogo Damiba, had seized power in January 2022, promising to address the security crisis. However, by September, it was clear to many that his administration had failed to deliver on its promises. The deteriorating security situation, coupled with widespread dissatisfaction among the military and the public, set the stage for Traoré's coup. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, then a relatively unknown artillery officer, led a faction of soldiers in ousting Damiba. The coup was swift and decisive, with Traoré and his allies citing Damiba's inability to stem the tide of jihadist violence as the primary reason for their actions. Traoré's faction accused Damiba of being disconnected from the realities on the ground and of prioritizing political maneuvering over effective military strategy. On September 30th, Traoré's forces took control of key military installations and the state broadcaster in Ouagadougou, the capital. In a televised address, Traoré announced the dissolution of Damiba's government and the suspension of the constitution. He declared himself the head of state, promising to bring security and stability to Burkina Faso. Traoré's coup was met with mixed reactions. While some Burkinabe citizens expressed hope that the new leadership would bring much-needed change, others were skeptical, viewing the coup as yet another chapter in the country's cycle of political instability. To consolidate his power and gain public support, Traoré organized a national forum in October 2022, where he was officially designated as the transitional president. The forum, dominated by junta representatives, outlined a transitional charter that promised elections by July 2024. Since taking power, Traoré has faced significant challenges. The security situation in Burkina Faso remains dire, with jihadist groups controlling large swathes of territory. Traoré's administration has also been criticized for human rights abuses during counterinsurgency operations. In an effort to strengthen his position, Traoré has sought to align Burkina Faso more closely with Russia, severing traditional ties with Western allies such as France and the United States. This shift has been controversial, with some viewing it as a pragmatic move to secure military support, while others see it as a rejection of Western influence. Traoré's rise to power is emblematic of the broader challenges facing Burkina Faso and the Sahel region. His coup highlights the deep frustrations within the military and the public over the government's inability to address security concerns. While Traoré has promised to bring stability and prosperity to Burkina Faso, his administration's ability to deliver on these promises remains uncertain. Traoré's story is one of ambition and determination, but it is also a reflection of the complex and often tragic realities of governance in a country besieged by violence and instability. Whether he will be remembered as a leader who brought change or as another figure in Burkina Faso's tumultuous political history remains to be seen.